spectrum of photosynthesis was first described by option A, Jan Ingenhouse, option B, Julius von Sachs, option C, T.W. Engelmann, option D, Cornelius von Neef. So here the concept of action spectrum of the photosynthesis, it has been first described by the T.W. Engelmann. That is option C is the correct answer. So he used a prism in order to expose the light. So he used a prism in his experiment where the beam of sunlight has been passed, and the sunlight was made to pass through the prism. So as a result, the light split it into 7 different colors. So this monochromatic beam of the light, it was made to fall on the water suspension or the medium containing suspension of a green algae that is called as cladophora. So cladophora was placed inside this suspension, and in addition to this, he also added a aerotactic bacteria. So these are the aerobic bacteria, so which requires oxygen for their activity. Okay, and when he passed this split light through the prism made to pass on this particular made to fall on the cladophora, and later he observed that there was more accumulation of aerotactic bacteria in the blue light as well as the red light region. So by this he indicated that the chlorophyll pigments that are present in the cladophora, they can efficiently absorb the blue light as well as red light during photosynthesis. Hence the rate of photosynthesis maximum will be maximum in this particular wavelength of the light. So it will be ranging up to 400 nanometer, and red light will be ranging up to 660 to 700 nanometer. So that is how he gave the concept of action spectrum that is used in the photosynthesis, where action spectrum refers to, it is the wavelength of light. So wavelength of light at which the rate of photosynthesis is maximum. So that is called as action spectrum. And this was demonstrated by T.W. Engelmann through his cladophora experiment. Whereas Cornelius van Neef, so he gave the idea that the oxygen that is evolved during photosynthesis, so it comes from the water itself. So water is the source of oxygen that is released during photosynthesis, and that idea was given by the Cornelius van Neef. Whereas Jan Ingenhouse, so he said that sunlight is essential for photosynthesis, and Julius von Sachs demonstrated starch is the product of photosynthesis which can be produced in the presence of chlorophyll. So for the given question, option C is the correct answer.